The conflict between Israel and Iran continues to escalate. Iran says it has launched a more powerful wave of missile strikes toward Israel. The move forcing President Trump to leave the G7 summit early to address the battle. NBC's Peter Alexander has more.
With the Israel-Iran conflict escalating, President Trump arrived back in Washington overnight, abruptly leaving the G7 summit with world leaders in Canada one day early, saying it's to focus on the crisis in the Middle East, now in its fifth day. President Trump posting on Truth Social that his return to Washington has nothing to do with a ceasefire. Much bigger than that, he added. Stay tuned.
What are you looking for here? An end, a real end, not a ceasefire, or giving up entirely.
Israel so far has yet to achieve its goal of destroying Iran's nuclear development program. And the president now faces a pivotal decision, whether to help the Israelis target Iran's enrichment facilities buried deep underground, which would thrust the U.S. into the fight, or keep pursuing a disarmament deal that the president has repeatedly said he wants.
I think Iran basically is at the negotiating table. They want to make a deal.
President Trump later posting Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon, while adding, without further explanation, everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. Asked about that message on Air Force One,
I want people to be safe.
The posts come as the president signed a joint agreement with other G7 world leaders calling for de-escalation between Iran and Israel. President Trump appearing to indicate Iran has reached out wanting to de-escalate without offering any specifics.
They'd like to talk, but they should have done that before. Iran is not winning this war, and they should talk, and they should talk immediately before it's too late.
Overnight, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said the president's position in support of a peace deal has not changed.
President Trump's made it clear it's on the table. The question is whether Iran will take it.
But the U.S. is also moving more military assets into the region, expediting the deployment of a second aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz, and other ships to the Middle East, according to two U.S. officials.